What happens when a nation rises from the ashes of war and quietly transforms itself into one of the most disciplined, balanced, and resilient societies on earth? This is not just a story of technology or growth, it's a story of tradition, nature, and everyday life in Japan. As Japan rebuilt its cities and industries after the war, its people adapted, evolved, and modernized. Yet beneath the factories, trains, and power lines, something older remained deeply alive. Ancient castles still stand, once homes of rulers and warriors. Temples and shrines continue to guard priceless art, faith, and silence. During festivals, business leaders and ordinary citizens step out of their routines to celebrate side by side with shrine priests, a reminder that history still breathes here. Japanese temples are designed not just for worship, but to reconnect people with nature. In a land of mountains, forests, and flowing rivers, survival has always depended on respect for limited resources. For centuries, Japan has practiced forest conservation. Nearly two-thirds of the country is mountainous, suitable only for trees. Mountain streams are reused again and again, generating power that once fueled Japan's earliest industries. With few natural energy resources of its own, Japan first relied on water-powered electricity. Today, coal, oil, and nuclear energy power homes, factories, and the lifelines of the nation, the trains. These trains connect dense cities with quiet villages and distant farms, stitching the country together. Only a small portion of Japan can be farmed. Much of the farming is now done by older generations, while younger men and women work in nearby factories and shops. Still, a small number of full-time farm families produce most of Japan's food. Meet the Takahashi family, farmers who earn their entire livelihood from the land. As diets evolve, Japanese families now eat more vegetables, fruits, grains, and meat, and less rice than before. So farmers adapt. Fields once filled with rice are now growing fruits and vegetables to meet modern tastes. Life isn't only about work. Children attend school 6 days a week, followed by private lessons and hours of homework each night. That makes Sundays precious, one of the few times families truly come together. Winter work and home industries. Winters are cold, but farm families stay busy indoors. They create crafts and handmade goods to sell, weaving floor mats from dyed grass reeds grown on their own land. These products travel from small villages to city markets, alongside another staple of Japanese life: fish. Some fishermen work along the coast, others sail far into distant oceans for months at a time. Day and night, thousands work to supply Japan's markets with fresh seafood. Though Japan raises livestock, fish and seafood still provide nearly half of all the meat consumed in the country. To meet rising demand, Japan's coastal bays have become underwater farms. Rafts float on calm waters, growing oysters, scallops, and abalone. Fed with seaweed and carefully monitored, these ocean crops thrive, but only if the water stays clean. Pollution from cities and factories remains the greatest challenge. Today, few villages look untouched by modern life. Farm and village homes now resemble city houses, with modern furniture often reserved for guest rooms. Yet daily life still happens on traditional floor mats, low tables, and cushions. At night, bedding is rolled out, turning the living room into a sleeping space. In some homes, family life and factory work exist under the same roof. Families assemble or sew products for large companies, from handkerchiefs to woven cloth, using looms guided by punched cards. Japan's industrial journey began more than a century ago with small family businesses just like these. Today, even small towns have shopping centers as modern as big cities. Yet fresh food is still bought almost daily. Small kitchens leave little room for large refrigerators. Eating out is common, and seafood dominates restaurant menus. In sushi shops, octopus, squid, shellfish, and fresh ocean fish are prepared. often raw, wrapped in rice and seaweed. On average, Japanese families spend over $50 a month dining out. And through it all, tradition, industry, nature, and daily life, Japan continues to balance the old with the new, quietly showing the world what harmony truly looks like